Alright, welcome back to SnowRunner, everybody. Like I said in the previous episode, we're going to do this power lines job because this sets us up to make a lot more money. So we're going to get this done so that we can make some good money. It just means we got to drive all the way back over to Island Lake, which isn't terrible, but we just got to... We're going to go through the other gateway too, because I want to go directly to Island Lake, not through Smithville. And there are metal beams on Island Lake, so that's where we're gonna... Cat is already driving me crazy, and I've been home for maybe 30 minutes. My gosh, she is just relentless. She has this thing with tissues where, like, she'll go get tissues out of the trash can and play with the tissues and tear them up. So annoying. Like, I get that she's still basically a kitten, but my god. I'm just not a big cat guy, so, like... I'm sure she just wants attention, but, like, I'm just not the one to give it to her. Like, it's just never gonna happen. I mean, I'll pet her occasionally, but I'm not gonna, like, take time out of my day to play with her. I know that sounds horrible, but I'm not a big cat person. But nevertheless, I wanted to at least try and get an episode recorded today, because I have not been doing it. Today was the last day of the kid shows, so I am also off this Friday, which when you see this it'll be Saturday, I guess, but either way. Saturday night we have a show, like a full show, and then Sunday is the final show. And then we have to tear everything down and load everything out. And reset the stage and all that, so... Sunday is going to be a really long day. And also Sunday is the... What the heck? Why is this so deep right here? I don't understand sometimes why, like I've never had trouble going through this spot, and like I just don't understand sometimes why it's like this. But Sunday is the season premiere, season 2 of The Last of Us, so I really hope we get out of there reasonably, but I don't think that's gonna happen. I think I'm gonna end up being there till 11 o'clock at night, which sucks. And I doubt my wife will want to watch it that late, because I don't know when she works on Monday. Oh, it's just frustrating, man. I hate when that kind of shit happens. I mean, honestly, they don't have a whole lot of stuff to get out. It really won't take that long to get all their stuff down and reset. It's really... We can remove the front part of our stage, like the apron, because there's an orchestra pit underneath it. So, like, that's one of the main things we have to put back, is the stage pieces for the apron to cover the pit back up. And it's not the easiest thing to do. It's a pretty... All the pieces... There's, what, 8 pieces, I think? 6 pieces, maybe. It might be 6. I think it's 6 pieces. Either way, they're heavy, and they're big, and they're awkward, and you know, it takes a good hour or so, I'd say, to reset it. So I don't know. We also have Monday to do that stuff, so My thinking is we'll probably get them out of the building, and then we'll get the stage pieces back over into our building, because the school that is, they're right next door to us, so like we stored all of them in their building because it's just easier to do that. So we got to get all of them back in on stage, and then we may just leave it and do it on Monday, because I don't think any of us are going to want to do that Sunday, but I don't know, I guess we'll see. I would love to get out of there before 9 o'clock, but I don't think that'll happen, because the show is at 2:30, I think, and it's like almost 2.5 hours long, so it's going to be 5 o'clock before it ends. Then there's like a meet and greet. It's going to be 6:30 until we even start, you know, tearing stuff down, I would think. So, I don't know. There's a bunch of lighting that needs reset, which I don't know if we're going to do any of that. That may just wait till Monday, too. I'm not sure. I don't know. They're super weird about it, though. Like, because we did all this stuff for them, like, we moved lights around for them, we removed the pit for them. Like, that all has to be logged as, like, labor, like, tech labor hours that we, so they have to pay for those hours of labor that we did, which I totally get, but, like, the thing that I don't really understand is, like, why do we have to do all of that Sunday? Why can't we just do it Monday when we'll be there anyway? So, like, I don't really see why that matters. They have to pay for the labor either way, whether it's done on Sunday or Monday. So my hope is that we can just do most of it on Monday, like put the pit back in on Monday, reset the lighting on Monday, so that we don't have to do all that Sunday night. Because I would love to be able to get home and watch The Last of Us. I cannot wait for season 2 of The Last of Us. Like, I can't believe it's even here already. Like, it's kind of wild that season 1 was like 2 years ago now. I think it was like 2 years ago. It's been a while. So it's pretty crazy that we're already at season 2. And I'd imagine, I'm pretty sure that Craig and Neil said that the second game was definitely going to span 2 seasons. So I'm curious as to how it's going to run. I don't really know if they're going to run it just like the game. I think they're going to run simultaneously. They're going to jump back and forth between Abby and Ellie. That would make the most sense to me, because I feel like in a game format it's just not going to work as well unless... It's not going to work like the game format, essentially. You're going to have to do it differently. So I feel like I should have went the other way, but seem to be doing okay. But yeah, so I don't know. I'm not really sure how they're going to play it, and I don't really know how a lot of the things that happen in game are going to happen in the show. So it's going to be interesting. But either way, I'm really excited for it. I love The Last of Us. I love Part 2. I love all of it. I think all of it's great. I think Neil is a genius when it comes to writing a story. And I know a lot of people disagree with how Part 2 went, but I think it made the most sense because in that world, you know, everything went to shit. And I'm not going to go too much into detail just in case you don't know what I'm talking about, but like, I mean, just because you're attached to a certain character and that character gets killed by another character, then you're just instantly not going to like it just because that happened, when in reality that other person has their whole side of the story too. And just because one of your beloved characters was killed doesn't make that character any more bad than, you know, Ellie or Joel are. Like, Ellie's killed tons of people, Joel's killed tons of people. Like, there's no difference to any of that. And people just don't, like, I don't know, like, I feel like people just have this constant, like, desire for everything to always be happy and have happy endings, and it's like, that's just not how the world works most of the time. And I feel like Neil did a really good job writing that story and showing how brutal a world like that could be. So, I don't know. I feel like it makes sense. I think Abby's a great character in the game. I love playing as Abby. I love her whole side of that game. Obviously, I love Ellie too. Like, Ellie's a great character as well. I think they're both really good characters, and I think it's going to be awesome to see that in a show form. And I mean, I really don't think there's anything wrong with women being strong and building muscle mass. I don't think there's any issue with that. I think it's crazy that there's people that throw huge fits about that. And it's just insane to me. Just like, why does that matter? Just because she's strong. And like, that's another thing. Caitlin Dever is playing Abby, and like, people are like, oh, she's too small to play Abby. And it's like, they don't need Abby to be big and, you know, super muscular in the show, because they can portray her strength in other ways. Like, they don't need to have her be strong. The reason she was strong like that in the game was for gameplay mechanics. Like, her entire character plays so much differently than Ellie. Ellie benefits from being more stealthy, whereas Abby benefits from being, you know, more brutal and just going in and, you know, throwing punches and asking questions later. Like, that's the whole point. They couldn't have made it not that way, if that makes sense. I'm just gonna tip this. I'd like to flip it back over though, so that... Really? Okay. Never mind. Okay, let go, please. What the hell, man? We can't pick up the freaking beams with a crane. Like, that's just one of the things that just irritates the hell out of me with this game. Like, it's freaking a piece of cargo and it can't pick it up. Like, that's insane to me. Like, I can't pick this up without flipping over. Like, why? I just, like, I get so annoyed with the way that this game works sometimes. Like, it's so dumb. Why have a crane that can't lift a piece of cargo? It just makes zero sense. Now I gotta maneuver myself around here just so I can freaking... I mean, granted, I should have brought over a truck that has a saddle, which... Oh, come on. Because I do need a truck over here with a saddle, considering... there are a bunch of semi-trailers over here, and that would make this much easier, but... I just, like, I get annoyed by that kind of stuff. Like, it's just frustrating. Like, there's no reason why these cranes need to be that weak. It just pisses me off. I can't be the only one. Like, I don't know, maybe it is unrealistic that a crane like this would be able to lift this, but at the same time, this game is not perfectly realistic, so I don't really see why it matters. Why did you not pack? Oh, this is just fun. really wish the cargo rotation was faster too. I know I could drop it and it would probably be fine at that point, but why not just do it perfectly, you know? Alright, now I gotta turn around. Get attached to the trailer. Actually, you know what? Let's just let that sit there for a second. I'll go drop this one off over here, and then we'll come back and get the trailer. That way we're not lugging the trailer all the way over here. Because once we drop this off, we can just go back and get the trailer and then load up the next metal beam that we can just get from the cargo spot there. And then we'll be able to get this done pretty quickly, I think. And then this will unlock another job on another map, I believe. But I want to do those jobs because we get those jobs done, it's going to give us like a shit ton of money. We get this done. This only gives us 4,400. Okay, so then this is gonna... Damn it. We get this done, then this unlocks... I think this, yeah. Which gives us that, and then... we can do that, and then we can do this. Which is kind of like the last job of the region. And then we'll be able to do these super orders and stuff, which give us a ton of money. Like, look at that, 32,000... 22,000, 14,000, and then these logging missions are, you know, they pay out pretty well too, which I was thinking about this, and I know I might get some backlash for this, but at the end of the day, logging sucks, and I don't really think the logging trailers make it any more difficult. I think the only thing that you can say that, like, well, here, let me just say what I'm talking about. I am considering using my modded logging trailers because they only cost like $4,500 a piece. I have all semi-trailers, so I can use semi-trailer logging trailers for it. The small and medium ones, I can do 2 loads at once, and then the long one, I can only do 1 load. But, like, they're cheaper for one, instead of buying that ridiculously expensive long log trailer add-on and all that bullshit. The thing costs like $14,000 in itself, just for the trailer part of it, and then you have to buy the part to add on to the other thing. So I don't know. I've been thinking about it, and I think I'm just gonna do that because, like I said, at the end of the day, this is my game, and if you don't agree with it or you think that I'm cheating because I'm doing that, then like that's fine. I'm not gonna argue with you about it. I just think it makes more sense because it'll take less time to do the logging jobs. And it'll be cheaper in the long run, and I won't have to spend as much money on trailers that I can't sell again. So, like, I don't know. I just feel like it makes sense. And I don't really want to buy those trailers at all, but, like, I wish this freaking thing would go away. Thank you. I don't really want to buy the trailers at all, so like if I'm gonna have to spend money on trailers, I didn't actually pack this. If I'm gonna have to spend money on trailers, then I'm gonna spend money on trailers that I like using and makes my life a little bit easier. So I think I'm gonna do that, and I'm just letting you know now because I'm sure I'll get, you know, comments about it, but I don't know. It just makes more sense to me. The logging trailers that are in the game suck so bad, and the fact that they were supposed to be adding, there was actually a medium log semi trailer I think that was supposed to be added to the game today, because today is April 10th, which is when the new region came out. This one, Quebec, which I do own this season. I haven't downloaded it, so that's why there's a lock. But this just came out today, and with this update, they added. There's a couple new trailers. There's some semi trailers. There's like a 3-slot semi and a 6-slot semi, I think, and they have repair supplies and stuff on them, which is amazing because I don't think there's any vanilla trailers in the game that have that. So that's really nice. And they were supposed to be adding a double medium log semi trailer, so you could do 2 loads of medium logs at once, but it was apparently buggy. So they didn't actually add it into the game, so they have to work on it more, which I think is crazy because the mod that I have, Olsom's Trailers, link is in my description below, even on my hard mode videos. Even though I don't use it yet in this, but I will most likely for logging at least. But those they have trailer versions and semi-trailer versions. I prefer the semi-trailer versions for logs because log trailers are tippy, in my opinion. So if I'm gonna do logging, I just like to use semi-trailers. But the small log semi-trailer, well, there is just a single one. You can do a semi-trailer for single smalls, I think, or shorts, whatever they're called. There's also a single medium and there's a single long, and then there's a double short and a double medium semi-trailer. So you can do 2 loads of short and medium logs in one semi-trailer, which is just amazing. Now the downside with it is if you do happen to roll over or you tip too far and it unpacks, you do lose one of the sets. So that is a thing. So like if you were to repack, you'd only get 1 set of logs instead of having 2, which I think maybe might be the issue with the trailer, that like the vanilla one that they made. But I could be wrong too. Like I don't know how accurate that is, just because oh crap. I thought there was... Okay, yeah, there's metal beams here. I knew it wasn't crazy, but it's not showing up because I have one already. That's why. I was about to lose my mind for a second. Alright. But yeah, so that's my guess, is maybe the packing thing ended up not working or something, and it would get confused that you have 2 loads. I don't know. I think it just has to do with the way logs are coded. And again, I'm not like I have no idea how to develop a game. I don't know anything about coding really. But that's just my guess, that it has to do with the way logs are coded, because logs are different than every other cargo, which I think is kind of weird. I don't know why they chose to do it that way, but I guess maybe it's how they had to do it. Because 1 single load of logs is 3 logs. Like if you were to manually load logs, which I'm sure a lot of you know this, but if you were to manually load logs, you have to load 3 logs into the trailer, and then you can pack it, and then it'll be like a full packed set of logs. But it still is technically only 3 logs. It's really weird how it works. In my cargo sheet that I have, that I've made, the description, a link is in the description below, that lists out all of the different crafting methods that you can use with logs, like to make the planks and stuff. And it depends on what map you're on a lot of the times. I have different crafting recipes for different things that I've come across, but if stuck on something. What am I stuck on? I'm just like not moving. What the hell? I'm stuck. There's something I'm stuck on. Is it roots? That wheel's not even moving. What the fuck? It's gotta be roots. There was something I was stuck on. Jesus. I don't know what the hell that was. I don't even remember what I was talking about now. I know I was talking about logs, but like I don't exactly know where I was going with it. But anyway, I don't know. That's my thinking. I think whenever I do get to the log portion, I'm just going to use my modded trailers because one, they're cheaper, and two, they just work better and it'll be faster. So if I use any kind of mod or help, that's what it's going to be. And, you know, like I said, I'm sure people will complain about it, blah, 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 but it is what it is, and I don't really care. This, I believe... yeah, I think it's best just to go the way I'm going. Although, I'm getting really low on fuel. And the closest fuel trailer, I think, is all the way up there. We'll see how far I can make it. We should definitely be able to get this power lines done here in the next 5 minutes or so, as long as we don't run out of fuel. And then we can do the next thing in line, which is going to be... and I know we just looked at it. I don't remember what it is, but... I want to do these contracts, because these contracts pay out more money than anything else. And if I can get some more money and be able to upgrade some of my trucks a little bit more, then I'll feel better about it. I'm still really considering going to get the Tega. The only problem with that is I feel like I should wait until I go to Alaska because it costs less, I think, unless I'm misunderstanding, but it costs less to transfer between regions. Like it would cost less for me to, whenever I'm done with Michigan, to go to Alaska. It would cost less than if I went from Michigan to Tamir because you're skipping, I think. I think that's how it works. I could be wrong, and if I am wrong, let me know, but I think it costs less if you're just going to the next region in the list, whereas if you skip a region, it costs more. So I could try and drag this scout, I guess. Footages. I didn't even realize you were laying over there. Where does this need to go? Oh, it goes over there. Okay, we're not doing that. Get out of that and go into auto. I mean, it was actually saving fuel, but I don't think it matters because the way your fuel goes down is like, see, I'm going faster now, and yes, it's using more fuel, but at the rate that I was going, it's using less fuel, but it's going to take just as much time, I feel like. It's still the same distance. So, like, I don't really think it matters. I don't know if you understand what I mean by that, but like, so like I'm burning 13 liters a minute right now. If I switch into low and put diff lock on, I'm burning 7.5, 8 liters a minute. But like I'm moving much slower. So like it's gonna take me longer to get to where I need to go, which considering fuel goes down by the minute, I don't think it makes much of a difference. I don't know. I hate the way fuel works in this game. I don't like that its consumption is in minutes, because it doesn't really matter. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong in that, but the way my brain thinks about it is, considering I'm burning, 8 liters a minute, it's not going to make much of a difference whether I'm burning that going this speed than if I'm burning 12 liters a minute going faster. The truck's probably going to die at the same distance, which I guess I could check that sometime. I could do like a test, but I don't know. It doesn't really make a lot of sense to me why they did it that way. At least I assume that's what the MIN stands for. I don't know what else it would stand for other than minute. I'm not going to make it, though, for sure. I'm going to have to bring another truck over here, I think, and refuel. Yeah, there's no way. I mean, I could try to make it to that scout over there, but I don't think I can. I'm probably just going to have to jump in that, or jump in my scout and bring it over here. I don't know what else to do. I don't really want to drive the P16 all the way over here, but at the same time, I do need to get that to a garage because I'm going to have to put a saddle on it. I think. Unless, I think that can only do a high saddle, which kind of sucks. Yeah, I'm going to run out of fuel. Yeah, we're never gonna make it. All right. Let's go to Smithville, and we're just gonna have to. The only problem is this truck is damaged, and I need to repair it. So I might just recover it to the garage and repair it at the garage. Or I'll drive to the garage and repair it at the garage. I'll actually see if I can throw any upgrades on it too, because I'm not against putting some better upgrades on this, because I need this to be reliable. I need it to be able to drive around and not have issues. And I know I have the Jat tires on it, but like, if there are better tires, I will put those on. Getting up this hill is gonna suck. Wonder if I keep it in low. Oh my god, are you kidding me? Come on. Come on, please go up the hill. You stupid truck. I just, like, I can't, dude. I just can't. It's so annoying, man. I hate that mechanic so much. It makes it so difficult to get a truck back because it freaking can't make it up the damn hill because it's stalling out. It's so ridiculous. It's just frustrating. Just like it's a waste of time trying to do anything else. I'm already wasting time doing this. We're probably not gonna be able to get anything else done in this episode now because I gotta drive this truck all the way over to Island Lake just to refuel, which is really unfortunate because there's a ton of places to refuel over there. Oh my god, no. You know what? You can just fucking stay there. For all I give a goddamn. That was my own fault. I can't really be mad. I was going way too fast down that hill. I should not have been going that fast. But again, wasting time. Unreal, man. Unfreaking real. I mean, I could use this to flip it back over. It's fine, but it's just so annoying. This truck literally is the truck that saves everyone all the time. It's so funny to me. Like, I use this truck constantly to save other trucks. It's like its only purpose. I ought to throw like a service body on it or something just so I can use it to repair and stuff. The e-brake is on. Why are you rolling? Like, what the hell was that? Oh, and of course it's not fucking close enough. What the hell happened? Oh my god. Why? What are you doing? Oh my god. It wouldn't be SnowRunner without flipping trucks over. Phil, let me reattach this trailer, try to talk over this music so I don't get a copyright thing, because I probably will, because, you know, it's stupid as hell. Let's go. Please get away from the music. Da 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 da. Blah blah blah. Okay. Oh, I meant to check the... I totally forgot when I was in the garage, damn it. You know, one thing they really got to fix in this game is the auto winching. Like, it needs to pick the thing in front of you that could be most beneficial, not just some random ass twig off to the side that's not going to help you in the slightest. If I had the biggest gripe with the game, that would be it. Like, it's ridiculous. I know if you go into third person too, it helps. It'll pick the thing that's directly in front of you, but or first person? Who plays in first person? If you play in first person, then you are insane. I mean, is first person cool? Yeah, of course, but like, you can't see shit. So I don't know how people do that. This is gonna take all the time just getting over there to refuel this truck. Really sucks. I'm really sorry about that, but that's just kind of how it goes. There isn't much I can do about it. The truck was full of gas when I left, or when I passed the fuel station or whatever. And I still have pretty far to go to even get to the gateway. We're already at 43 minutes, which is not great, so I don't even know if I'm going to be able to get there in time. It's pretty unfortunate. Because we're just unnecessarily just like getting stuck in mud. I just don't understand. I could drive across here in my Fleet Star and it would be fine. I wouldn't even sink down. But it's like as soon as I'm in this little Scout, it just sinks in the mud all the time. I don't understand that. I just feel like the game mechanics are just all so off. You could have a lightweight truck that'll just sink down in mud, but then you have a heavy truck that just like glides over top of it. It just seems very odd to me, the way that tires and everything work in this game. Which is partly why I want the Tega, because that truck is, you know, it's relatively small. Well, it's not small, but it's nimble. It doesn't ever really get stuck. It's got those balloon tires, which help it in mud. I don't know, it's just frustrating. I wish I could go get it, but I don't have the money to, so. It's just like, look at this truck right now. Like, why? This has got to be like the worst road ever. I just feel like this little truck should be cruising through here, and it's just so slow, man. It's so annoying. Like, I have bigger trucks that would do better than this thing. It's like, I gotta go across this water. Like, watch this be miserable. I'm probably not gonna be able to get across here. Actually, it's not doing too bad. Have I gone across here before with this? I don't remember. Might have. If I remember correctly, I need to just stay like on this road, because if I try to deviate from it, I get stuck. Again, we're driving at like 2 miles an hour. My God, this is so slow. It's like, look, if I drive up here, I'll go so much faster. Like, why is that? Why is it that the path is just mud? Stupid. There's so far to go. Holy crap. I don't think I'm gonna make it. I really don't. I might have to cut some out, because this is ridiculous. You know, honestly, I think one of the worst parts about hard mode and when you finish a region is like cleaning up all your trucks and getting them back to a garage. Like, look how much damage my engine has already. Why does my engine have so much damage? What have I done to it that has damaged the engine? This is not where I wanted to go. This is the easier way to go, because going through that water over there is not good. And this way you just cruise right on past everything. This is taking forever, man. Like, I'm almost out of fuel already, too. Like, I'm sorry, but this is just not a good scout. People talk this thing up all the time, and I'm like, this thing sucks, dude. It's slow. It's not fuel efficient, in my opinion. Maybe I'm using it wrong. I don't know, but the thing sucks, dude. I dislike this truck so much. But everyone's like, oh, the Chevy CK 1500 is all you need for scouting. You don't need anything else. Like, yeah, okay. I don't know. I think we're going to make it. It's going to be close as far as timing. And unfortunately, we're not going to get anything else done in this episode, but at least we can try to prepare ourselves for the next episode. At least I'll try to prepare better for the next episode so that we can try to get 2 things done in the next episode, but I don't know. We will see how that goes. I just, like, come on, man. This truck just gets stuck everywhere. I just don't understand. It just seems like it just sinks. Whereas I could drive the Fleetstar over here or the P16 and it would be fine. It wouldn't sink down at all. Like, why is it going so slow here? Like, make it make sense, because I don't understand that. I really genuinely don't. Like, any other truck driving through here doesn't get stuck, but I try to drive this Scout through here and it can barely make it. And it's like, it sounds like this truck's hauling ass, but it's barely moving. Listen, maybe I just don't have the best upgrades for it yet, which is probably true, but it still just feels really, really slow. I have like 4 minutes to get there. going to be close. I don't know if we're going to make it. Either way, we're going to do it in this episode. I have to cut some bits. I'll cut some bits, but I've got lots that I can cut out from driving over here, that's for sure. All right. Well, that did it. So now we unlocked this. So that's what we're gonna do next. We can pick that up over there actually. So that's perfect. So we'll be able to do that real quick. Deliver that. That gives us that warehouse, and then I believe harbor delivery is also drilling equipment. Yeah, so it's just another run to there, and then we'll take it to the harbor, and then we'll have that last job that pays out a lot. So, and then the super orders and stuff. So that's the plan. At least next episode we should be able to get those two things done, and that'll be that. I hope you enjoyed. Leave a like if you liked it, subscribe if you want to, and I'll catch you in the next episode. Have a good one.